The City Mouse and the Country Mouse from Aesop's Fables. One day, a little country mouse bumped into a little city mouse at a fair. They seemed to like each other, and soon they became good friends. The little country mouse boasted about the wonderful life he and his friends had in the country. He then invited the little city mouse to spend an evening with him. The little city mouse scampered away in a happy mood. He said he would pay a visit to the country mouse the following day. That morning, the little city mouse started his journey early. When he reached the cottage where the little country mouse lived, he was tired and hungry. The little country mouse then invited him to have dinner. 2 slices of bread and 2 bowls of rolled oats were placed on the table. "Such a meager meal," the little city mouse remarked. "Is this the kind of food you country mice enjoy so much? You surely have no taste." The country mouse looked disappointed. The city mouse said, "You should come to the city and see what foods and fruits I eat. The city has an abundance of food." The little country mouse was happy and looked forward to visiting his friend in the city. A few days later, the country mouse went to see the city mouse. He had great expectations. As he approached the house where the city mouse lived, he was amazed to see the huge building. The little city mouse first took him to the cupboard in the kitchen. The little country mouse had never seen so many brightly colored jars before. Each jar was open and contained a different kind of sweet. There were cookies, corn kernels, bags of brown sugar and white sugar ready to be eaten. They moved from jar to jar, nibbling and rummaging through the entire cupboard. Never had the country mouse tasted anything so delicious. The city mouse was lucky to have so many different foods. As he began gnawing at the bag of sugar, the door was suddenly flung open. It was the cook, who had come in to get a sack of flour. Both the city mouse and the country mouse scampered into a nearby hole. The little country mouse was trembling with fear. His friend, the city mouse, urged him to be calm. "As soon as the cook leaves, we will continue our feast," said the city mouse. They now went softly to another part of the cupboard. Cherries, prunes, dates, apples lay before them in open boxes. They nibbled and nibbled at each box until their tiny stomachs were bulging. A scraping sound at the door and a loud cry, "Meow," stopped their nibbling. The country mouse jerked in terror. "What is that sound?" The city mouse ran for his life and the country mouse rushed after him. "That was the shrewdest cat in the world. Once she gets hold of you, you are dead," said the city mouse. The city mouse then took his friend to the pantry. There, in a huge cupboard, he saw bags of butter and cheese, bowls of sausages and minced meat. The country mouse could not resist these mouth-watering delights. He nibbled and nibbled until he saw a rich, yellow, delicious piece of cheese on a wired board. As he was about to put his teeth into the cheese, the city mouse screamed, Don't! That is a trap." It was the first time the country mouse had seen a trap. He was then told that the trap is fixed to fall on the head of the mouse as soon as he touches the cheese. This meant instant death. The little country mouse looked fearfully at the trap and sadly at the city mouse. "My dear little friend," he said, "I have had enough. For me, there is no place like home in the country. I'd rather have rolled oats and dry bread in peace and comfort than all the delightful foods and be in fear of losing my life." The country mouse went back to his home in the country and swore never to return to the city. The moral: a safe and simple life is preferable to a luxurious and dangerous one. Check out more English lessons and language posts on YouTube and TikTok. Leave comments and questions, and remember, practice makes perfect.